So this is our new orphanage. It's as big as a castle.
Feel free to use the house as you see fit. Mrs. Mullins and I stay down here. Your rooms are upstairs. Locked, and it stays that way.
Hello? You're the Mullins daughter, aren't you?
Can you help me?
What do you need?
Janice says she's seen your daughter.
My daughter has been dead for a very long time.
She was taken from us at an early age. We prayed to see our beloved girl again. The contact started small, but then it wanted permission to move into a doll so that it could be with us forever. We said yes.
Sister is coming after me.
Who?
The evil presence. It's because I'm the weakest.
It's the doll. The devil. Annabelle.
Garbage, this so garbage, this so garbage, this was a piece of shit. How's it going, everybody? Rob here, back with another NOVAKORP episode, and this was a piece of shit. Like, just unequivalated, just fucking monstrous piece of shit. Yeah, no, this is Annabelle-Creation. This is a prequel of the prequel, and it was dumb. It was absolutely dumb. It was released in 2017, directed by David Sandberg, written by Gary Geiberman, starring Anthony LaPaglia, Samara Lee, Miranda Otto, and many, many others. Basically the premise is sometime before the first Annabelle movie, there's a couple who had a daughter. The daughter died. Typical, basically like motivation for this whole scenario. They try to, or at least they believe at first that the spirit of their daughter came back, but it turns out it was actually a demon, and they give it basically permission to enter a doll, which it does, and then it starts tormenting them, and then they lock it away. And I'm not even kidding, they come up with the bright idea, in the same house with the demon doll, by the way, to establish an orphanage. I am dead freaking serious. That is legit the freaking story. And as you could probably imagine, one of the girls pokes their head where it doesn't belong. Doll is found, and all hell breaks loose, or in their version of hell breaking loose. This, I want to say, like, beat for beat, like when something came up in this film, I immediately kind of figured that something was gonna happen. Like, the parents trying to freaking, trying to bring back their little girl in some form or another. I saw that coming a mile away. The one girl they focused on most of all, at least the one girl that was disabled, being the target for the demon. Okay, I immediately knew that was gonna happen. And I'll be honest, like, actually, one of the girls that's in this, I am pretty sure she ends up being possessed in one of the Ouija board movies that they focus on. I'm pretty sure it was Linda, who was played by Lula Wilson, which, again, I'm very, 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 very sure that she was... Yeah, she was. I actually just quickly looked it up as I'm talking. Yeah, she was in the second Ouija movie. Ask me if that one sucked. Spoilers. It did. So, anyways, yeah, this movie was very one note. It was, like, quick to guess what was going to happen, who was going to get attacked. Above all, certain characters getting their comeuppances for past transgressions. Certain things that were set up were immediately set up, and it was dumb. This was dumb. This was a very, very, very dumb movie. I see people like, and by the way, I want to point out that I've seen people give this a 6.5, especially on IMDb. Why? Like, legit, why? Why would anybody give it that high rating? It doesn't even deserve a 5. I want to say 4 most. That would be like the only best rating for this movie. And anybody who's giving this like a 10 out of 10 are fucking lying to themselves. I should point out. Just my personal opinion. I feel like they're lying to themselves. So, now this one, you know what? I'm gonna say it. This one deserves a burn and piss on the ashes. Like, literally, like, if you end up buying a copy, like, take that copy, put in the dirt, take a little bit of, like, lighter fluid, spray it all over the case, and burn that fucker. Because that is legit the only thing that this movie is good for. Oh, and then pee on the ashes. And then, just to be safe, in case this ends up this whole movie becomes a conduit for a demon, make sure as an extra precaution, make sure you have a priest to bless the movie. This makes me want to go back to playing video games for a bit, but literally, you'd get more enjoyment with having a priest there, blessing the movie, burn it, piss on the ashes, and hell, just as extra precaution, have him bless them again while you proceed to repeat the process of this whole rating. Because that, again, you'd get more enjoyment out of this than the actual movie. So, yeah, no, this movie was garbage. This movie was absolute garbage. It's funny because actually, as I'm talking, I actually had some of the reviews pulled up. Here's a 9, by the way. I want to point this out. here is a 9. And it says, after seeing the other Annabelle movies, I did not expect much more from this one, but I loved it. A fair few jump scares, but it also had me on on the edge of my seat, scared of this doll. I would even say it's better than the Conjuring movies. Surprising. Yeah, no, you're full of shit. Don't sleep on this movie just because the other ones were trash. This one has a better storyline. Bullshit. Better actors. Okay, I'll give you that. And is even scarier in some parts. Bullshit. Continuing what this person wrote, it's like, I wish they would stop making sequels and just call these movies standalone horrors, because it basically was a whole new story with new characters, but the same possessed doll. I am rambling now because IMDb needed me to write more words. Bye. Yeah, no, you're absolutely wrong on some of those parts, but that's opinion. But anyway, now I'll say this though. One thing, actually, I wish I had a lower rating. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say this, because I just dawned on me something that really irritates me. Because, as you guys know, I'm interested more in the story, the historical aspect, or close to historical aspect of the Warren cases. And I want to point out something that's so fucking stupid. Is like there's a moment towards the end where the possessed girl, she somehow found herself back into another orphanage. Only she's calling herself Annabelle. And the thing that fucking bugs me even more is towards the end, you have a couple that ends up dying in the first Annabelle movie show up to adopt her, which implies that one of the couple, or one of the people in the couple that was going on a killing spree, was their adopted daughter, which, adds to the added hurt. But anyway, going further, when they first meet her, they give her a freaking Raggedy Ann doll, which, as a lot of you know, is what the Annabelle doll is based on, or at least what it should have freaking been. Because honestly, Raggedy Ann looks creepier than that porcelain piece of shit. So, anyway, I'm done ranting. I'm done. Again, burn it, piss on the ashes. Make sure a priest is there so that way it doesn't fucking haunt you. Anyway, I'm out. I'm done. Thank you all for watching or listening. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, it's all in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.